We'll go to Danish until Salman unmutes himself. Welcome, Danish, to the
Walaikum
live
salam.
stream.
I'm Danish. That's how you pronounce my name. But
Daman.
no, it's okay. I let a lot of people get my name wrong. But my question is like more personalized. I have two, but like in my opinion, one's way more important. It's personalized, but I guess you guys can like make it broader and more general for like the rest of the audience as well. So I'm in high school right now in the United States. So I'm about to go to college. And basically my goal, like for much like everyone in high school, is like in the United States to go to the Ivy Leagues, go to like a good university in the United States. And now like I'm about to apply for college, and I have like some accomplishments like in debate on the national level. I got like top 64 out of like 300,000 kids. So not to brag or anything, but just to like kind of contextualize it, right? So I think I have like a decent chance of getting into like a good school. But for the last 2 years, I've been getting like more like seriously into Islam, and I began like doing my memorization as well. So I'm
Mashallah.
kind of conflicted about like going down like a route of like a university and like learning Islam there, as like they might corrupt like the Christianity of the religion. Um, and like if I do go to like a traditional route of learning Islam, I might like lose on the opportunity of going to like a prestigious school in the United States. So I wanted to hear your thoughts on that.
So just before that, I mean, it's very problematic for us to answer questions of a personal nature because of the implications for your life and for these
Yeah.
types of things. What I would highly recommend is the advice that we're giving, generally in terms of universities and these types of things, is not an advice which you should just act upon. It's just one of the things to consider, perhaps.
Exactly.
So maybe on that we can give a few thoughts, but definitely don't just make decisions based
Yeah,
upon.
definitely
We're
that would be
not
cool.
telling you do this. It's kind of like when psychologists say, "Here's your options," right?
Yeah. Okay.
Do you have any thoughts on this?
If I were him, I'd go for the Ivy League or any other university to study something not related to Islam at all. There, something like I don't know what you're good at or what you want to study, but something not related, but that can help the da'wah. You say you're a debater, maybe you can study something like history. Maybe you can study something like sociology. Maybe you can study something like psychology. Maybe you can study something like, you know, whatever it may be, right? Economics. All of that stuff is very relevant to
Yeah.
the discourse. And then at the same time, you have your own hifz program, and you also study in an Islamic university or in a seminary. So you have both of those things, and you're doing both. I think it's both very possible, and that would be the ideal situation for me. How are you?
Yeah, I mean that's very good advice for anybody to consider. One of the things which I would recommend as a general thing
Yeah.
is you could go to any university, right? There's no such thing as one good university. There's usually a range of good universities.
Mm.
What I would do if I was actually going back and looking at a university is I would actually find the strongest MSA amongst the good options. So if there was, for example, one MSA of a university which is stronger than the other, but the other university is better academically, I would choose the MSA because they're still within the circle of good universities. Because the fact is, why am I not wearing a poncho? Why am I wearing a shirt? It's because I'm in London, right? You dress the way that you are. You dress because of the way that people around you are dressing.
Mm.
You take on the worldview of the people around you. Very good people can go to university and can get into the wrong crowds, and there's no religiosity there, and they can fall apart. And then there's some people who have no religiosity whatsoever, and they go to university, and things can change. I'm guessing, are you from a Pakistani background?
Oh yeah, I'm Pakistani.
Yeah, you're Pakistani, right? In Pakistan, we've made religion into a taghut. Yeah, not religion, education into a taghut. We say education, 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 education. But the thing is, you don't just say, okay, just go to the best places and do the best you can. Well, also consider that actually what is the best environment, what's good for your tarbiyah, what's good for your culture. is there a strong presence of Muslims on the campus? Is this something far from home, or you know, how's it going to affect me? Am I the type of person who, if I'm very far away from my house, and nobody's there, like in terms of I'm out of my town, am I going to behave myself? Is it going to be different? Like, we have to remember, Islam is not just a idea. It's not just a add-on, a salt on the dish. No, Islam is all of reality. So the decisions that we make have to do that, because what's the point? In essence, you're a young man. What's the point of going and you've got a fantastic degree, yet you've got an F for a pizza because you just go astray, right? Or these types of things happen. So I think it's very, very important that we understand that in Islam, we want to do things for the sake of Allah. We want to, you know, obviously please Allah. We should be gaining education in classical Islamic studies, in topics which are like Hijab mentioned, sociology, economics, and whatnot, with the Islamic lens, or without it, you can do that later. However, you know, it's very important to get the right environment, right? Because, you know, very good people, I know good people, who you know this, you know, very good people can just, they're gone.
True.
You know.
Yeah.
So just take this as, I mean, we gave advice which is maybe perhaps a bit, it seems like it's contradicting a bit, but
No.
the sentiment is the same.
I understand, yeah. And obviously for like conversations like this, you have to be broad and everything. But thank you so much for the advice. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.